Let's dig a little deeper into Gradle and see how Gradle Life Cycle works under the hood. Gradle Life Cycle consists of three phases: initialization, configuration, and execution. The first phase is the initialization phase. In this phase, Gradle determines whether a single project or multi-project is going to take a part in the build, and accordingly creates a project instance for each of these projects. The multi-project build consists of multiple individual projects, and it requires the existence of setting.gradle file in the root project hierarchy. We will take a look at settings.gradle later in the course. Now, for building a single project, settings.gradle file is optional. The second phase of Gradle lifecycle is the configuration phase. During this phase, the build scripts of all projects which are part of the build are executed against the project instance that was created during the initialization phase. The final and the third phase of the Gradle lifecycle is the execution phase. In this phase, the Gradle executes a subset of the tasks that were created during the configuration phase. What determines the subset task execution is the argument name passed to the Gradle in the command line. Now let's look at this illustration diagram and see how Gradle works behind the scene. The Gradle flow starts by reading the build.gradle file, which consists of descriptive and programmatic parts. For example, if you have a Java plugin in the build.gradle file, this implicitly adds Java compilation, testing, and bundling capabilities to your current project. At the same time, the programmatical part is used to write the low-level details of your build, such as compressing a file and storing it in a specific directory during the build process. Now let's take a moment and explain what happens next after Gradle reads the build file. Gradle gets the tasks from the file and creates a DAG. DAG stands for a directed acyclic graph. Directed means the execution of Gradle tasks goes in one direction. As you see, all of these arrows go in one direction, and each task has an arrow to a previous one on this chart. The acyclic part in DAG means there are no cycles since the arrows go in one direction. After Gradle created the DAG, the execution phase starts by executing the tasks in the DAG at the right order. In the next lesson, we are going to see Gradle Lifecycle in action. We are going to build our first Java application with the Gradle.